Welcome back. On this show, we're committed to bringing you the important stories impacting the nation and also providing solutions. This week, as part of our journey together across country, I traveled to Massachusetts where I met a young woman who is coming forward to share her story on addiction and survival. It involves the deadliest drug in America today, and it's impacting Americans in each and every state. It's called fentanyl. Brittany's story began sadly like so many other Americans, a progression of addiction. Tonight, she tells that story in the hopes that it will save lives.
All right, Brittany, thanks for doing this. Tell me, when was the first time you got high?
I was 13. It started off with just weed, actually. So that's how it started off. I didn't like it, though. I automatically got like a huge panic attack. Everybody was telling me to like run in circles, told me it would get better, so I did, and I like freaked out. And then when I was 14, I tried Vicodin, and this was in 2007. But I really liked how it made me feel. But I had no idea what was gonna happen after that.
So you went from weed to the pills, and then you have your first encounter with fentanyl.
Yeah, so I went to treatment when I was 18 years old for benzos, like Xanax, and opiates in general. But when I got out, I learned about all the other drugs like IV, like ways to use it. So 18 and a half to 19, that's when I started. I don't think I knew it was fentanyl in the beginning, but as I was more into it, I knew that I was definitely injecting fentanyl. And that was good. That's what I wanted.
Today in America, fentanyl overdoses have skyrocketed. Shockingly, the deadly substance killed more Americans in the country than car accidents. Last week, Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued this warning to the nation and called out the president.
The leading cause of death of our fellow Americans ages 18 to 45 is fentanyl. And President Biden is doing nothing to address that fentanyl problem.
So you've been in some dangerous situations. Can you tell me a couple?
Yeah, so when I was living in South Florida, I went to a motel to get drugs because that was the normal thing to do for me. And I went up the stairs and I got tricked by a group of drug dealers. They told me they had them, but they didn't have it, and they locked the door. So I had to make up a lie to get out of the room. When I got out of the room, I didn't realize that there were actually 10 or 15 of them. They all came out from different sides of the hotel.
How did you get away?
I just ran. I ran, but they kept looking for me. That was the problem. And I went to a Wendy's. I had to ask the manager to let me in so I could hide in the bathroom.
So you finally reached this breaking point. What is the breaking point?
Well, the breaking point, I was 10 weeks pregnant with my first child, and I overdosed.
What was that day like for you?
I just knew that, honestly, I knew I was going to start feeling her kick soon, and that scared me, because then it was going to be real.
That was it for you? Why?
And I just didn't want to do that to my own child.
That mattered to you?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Walk me through that. You feel that kick, and your next move is?
I actually went to a clinic, which I swore I would never do, but I tried everything. I actually had to go on medication to come off of it.
What sort of medication?
Methadone.
There's all these different programs that believe that part of the way that you help individuals conquer this is giving them needles, clean needles, giving them the tools to do that, or giving them smaller doses. What do you think about those different programs? Is that really helping?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I just think it's just making it easier. Because if I didn't overdose and I was pregnant with my daughter, I could just go to a facility and shoot up. I wouldn't have stopped. I remember I said I was afraid I was going to die. If I had a place like that, why would I stop?
Fentanyl is impacting every corner of the country. On January 15th in the neighboring Hartford, Connecticut, a 13-year-old boy overdosed and died in a school bathroom. Even more shocking, police have now reportedly found 100 bags of the powerful substance in his bedroom.
Final question for the people that are watching. There's someone that may be using right now that's watching. If you had one thing to tell them, just one thing, what would that one thing be?
Just keep fighting. Don't give up, because it might not have worked last time, but it doesn't mean you can't get it. You just have to keep trying. But tomorrow might never come, so you gotta do it now, not plan it out. It's never gonna be enough.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.